Hi guys, my name is Omotola aka Omoti and this is your lifestyle channel. You know that if I am not spilling the tea for 2025, then what's the essence of the channel anyway? You know, your girl is all about making goals, smashing goals, and also dealing with the realities of these goals not being achieved right on time. Now, come with me before you leave and what you start to say that setting goals doesn't make sense or that there's no point. Let's just live life as it comes. I used to be like that. I used to say that I'll just see what comes up. I mean, I'll take up opportunities, I'll do things as they come, I'll just roll with the punches, but never really setting out to write goals or to have a vision board that I will run with. Now, what is a goal? A goal is something that you set out to achieve, no matter how little it is. It might be something small and it might be something grand. But at the end of the day, they all sum up to who you want to be and where you see yourself in next couple of days, weeks, months, or even years. Now, why do we need to set goals? The reason why we need to set goals is because, first of all, when we write goals or when we write our vision down plainly, we are able to articulate better the things that we hope to achieve. That's one thing. Number two thing is that when we write our goals down, it becomes measurable. You can look back and say, I've been able to achieve 25% of my goals, or I've been able to achieve 50% of my goals, or even 100% if you are consistent and if things work out just the way you've planned them. Now, another thing is when you write your goals down, you begin to see opportunities. For example, if I write a goal of getting a travel award or even maybe saving a sum of money, I want to save $1,000 in a month, I can see the progress. It's something that I can measure. It's something that I can see physically and say that this is happening or this is progressing in a particular way. And these 3 points are just some of the reasons why we need to set goals. Where do you see yourself in the next 1 year? In terms of your career, in terms of your relationship, in terms of your personal growth, your self care, where do you see yourself? That is a pertinent question. And that's one question that I have one conversation rather that I have with myself, especially at the end of the year. Luckily for me, I've been having this conversation with myself since the end of October. I met up with a couple of my accountability partners, and in that meeting we began to set goals for 2025. There are things that you should begin to question yourself about. Do a quick reflection of 2024, which I did. I'm going to be showing you my cards for 2024. Quite interesting. These are my cards for 2024, and I just what I did was that I created a vision board. Now, this was my vision board for 2025. Now, I've removed all of the pins and all of the components because I'm going to be using the same board for my vision board 2025. Did I say 2025 before? See, I'm already in 2025. So this is my vision board again that I'm going to use for this year, 2025. Okay, so in 2024, or rather 2023, when I was creating my vision board for 2024 this year, what I did was I attended a vision board party, which is the Shenwa Kinoto Network Vision Board Party. It usually occurs at the end of the year, and we try to set the course for the next year. Obviously, we know already that when we make plans, we just trust God that these plans will come to pass. But we need to make plans, yeah. So I've divided it into about 8 components, and I'm going to be maintaining that, but I'll add one extra component to it in 2025. Now, the first component is your career. So I've written some of my career goals, and if I were to review this, I would say that I've achieved 90% of my career goals. Just looking at this paper right now, I've already done the analysis before coming here today. And the point is that if it wasn't written down, there was no way I was going to pursue some of these things. Now, a quick backstory. This year, my accountability partner and I met up one day and we're looking through the vision board, what we had planned to do. And I had some local conferences staring at me or my vision board I had not achieved. And what my partner said was, oh, just look on Eventbrite, look on maybe Royal College of Psychiatrists websites and look for events. And that's exactly what I did. I found conferences, and trust me, I smashed that goal more than 100%. So that's an example of writing things down and pursuing them to the latter. Yes. The second part that I would like to talk about is, I'm just going to follow these cards in no order, but our health is very important. So I've written a lot of things. I think I can share some of the things on my health vision board. Simple things. And I'm going to start from the bottom to the top. I've written to continue my skincare routine. If you guys want a video on my simple skincare routine, I can always do one. Just let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you like this content, and don't forget to share with someone that you want to run this 2025 with. Okay, so I have continued my skincare routine, less snacking and more fruits. Now I'm going to tell you why that is not a good thing to be on your vision board. Why? Because it is not specific. So you should write things like, I'm going to be having at least 5 portions of fruits per week, and you should have a timetable of those things if possible. But oh well, sometimes when I look at this, I have a mental image of where I'm going to in terms of my health, so I'm able to achieve that. Another thing I put on this vision card, it's not a board, it's a card, is do a well woman check, which means I just want to have my routine blood checks done just to be sure that, there's nothing that I'm missing out on. And of course, I've already done that. I've organized that already. And then I've put visit the dentist twice. Now, initially I put it once, but ideally you should see your dentist twice in a month. While I completely understand that in the UK it is very difficult to see the dentist because there are few dentists and the population is overwhelming. But for me, I was lucky enough to get a dentist that was available in my area, and I've been able to visit the dentist twice. I do not have any complaints with my teeth. I'm just doing my routine checks and doing my scaling and polishing so that I can have that lovely smile for you all and for myself, obviously. And then I've got another thing here. No one should laugh at me, please. Okay, I'm laughing at myself. I've put run. Now, again, that is not specific, and that is probably why I did not achieve it. I put run, but run doesn't mean anything. Run how many times in a day, how many times in a week, how many times in a month. It has to be specific. You need to have a goal, and run how long. Well, you might not be that detailed, but you need to know the quantity and the amount so that if you're missing out days, you know that, okay, I'm missing out so and so day. Now, the last one is why I have my bottle here is keep drinking 3 liters of water. 2 years ago, I decided to start taking 3 liters of drinking 3 liters of water every day. And that's not just for it's for my general health, just to ensure that my skin also glows. And it's really been working. But I find out that sometimes, because of the size of my former cup, I don't have it here, it's a 500 ml cup. It can be difficult to achieve that. And that's why I've gotten my big jug. Let me know if you want to know where I got it from. I'll be sharing the link soon. So that's for health. Let's move on to personal. I had a lot of personal goals, and it can range. It doesn't have to be something grand. It can be you learning a skill, it can be you learning a soft skill, really, a soft skill, a hard skill. Soft skills can be things like public speaking, going on a leadership course, a management course, a teamwork course, anything that resonates with you that would help your personal development and would also help maybe your career growth and development. Those are things you should be looking out for. Another thing that you should be looking out for in terms of your personal goals for the year would be things that would enhance rather your personal development. You want to start reading books. And remember that question, where do you see yourself in the next 1 year, in the next 5 years? So do you see yourself as a CEO? Then you need to start reading books about being a CEO. You need to start doing things that will lead you to that path. You need to start acting like a CEO. Another personal goal that you can add for yourself is just picking up little habits. For example, You can say, I want to start being very polite to people, holding up the door for people coming behind me. It's a culture in most places, but sometimes we tend to forget these things. It could be laying in your bed every morning. Who am I speaking to? Yes, it could be laying in your bed every morning. It could just be checking up on even yourself, maybe having some reflections, meditations, your prayer time. What time do you want to wake up every day in 2025? What are the things that you want to do? Another aspect that is very important, this is the next aspect here, is one's spiritual life. And for me, that's the most important. When I was doing my vision board for 2025, that was the first aspect that I focused on, because our spirituality is our essence. That is what holds a lot of things. A lot of things are settled in the spiritual realm before they manifest in the physical. So all those things that God is telling you about your future, about 2025, it's time to keep hearing from God and also write them down and pursue them. And that's why I've said we make our plans, but we can also hear from God, and He can definitely lead our steps. So if you're a Christian, for example, you can do things like dedicate a special time for your Bible study, dedicate a special time for things like your prayer. What's your prayer life like in the morning? What time are you waking up? Are you setting a particular time for your prayers in the morning, for your communication with God, Bible reading? Do you have a specific day that you fast in the week or in a month? It depends on you, really, and you know what phase that you are in. There's so many things to do in terms of one's spiritual journey. And if you want more examples, please ask me in the comment section, because I don't want to talk too much. We have a lot of things to talk about today. Now, that's number 4. The fifth aspect is family. And for me, I think that family is very important. Why? Because if God wanted us to be lone beings, it will just be one person per planet. I'm sure you've heard me say that before. But family makes us, our families are special, and they will always stand by us even when push comes to shove. So in 2025, we need to be more intentional about families. And I'm really quickly chip in relationships, is that if there's any relationship that is close to your heart, someone, a friend that has always been there for you, or even if it's just a relationship that you have a heart to nurture, you should be making specific plans to do that. So the next T is finances. Yes, I know that a lot of people they have their financial goals for 2025, but how specific are these goals? You need to start saying, this is the amount you're saving up, this is the amount that you're investing, and this is the amount that you're spending on enjoyment. 100% should not be enjoyment. You should save up, you should do things that would contribute towards your future. Let's move on to the next thing, which is service. In as much as we're planning for our future, what we can do for ourselves, for our family, we also need to think about what we can do for other people. And for me, I am a Christian and I'm a church girl to the core. So for me, service is joining a team in the church. That was for me in 2024, because I had just recently relocated from my country to another country and I wanted to join a unit. So I did that in 2024 in my church. And then I also look for volunteer opportunities. So things like that. And even if you're not really big on interacting with people, you can support ministries, you can support courses, you can support people, and also even give out to people that you can see that are in need in your immediate environment. So service to others is also very important. But again, this depends on you. You don't have to have all of these headings. It's just suggestions from me. The next one is reward. I'm sure that there was someone waiting for this, but the truth is that we cannot make all these plans, these grand plans, without looking for ways to reward ourselves. So, girl, guy, that holiday that you want to book, it is time to start planning and saving towards it. That tab or the gadgets you want to get, it's time to start saving and planning towards it as well. And that spa date that you want to have with yourself or your girls or your family, it is time to start saving towards it. there is really nothing that we cannot achieve. And this, trust me, this is not some aspire to inspire kind of inspiration. It is something that I have tested personally, and I know that it is working. 100% works. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes we make plans, but and they don't come to pass. But trust me, making those plans is the first step. I always say that I'll make the plans, I'll try it. If it works out, fine. If it doesn't work out, I either try again or move on to the next. But not making plans at all is a no. So if you watch this video, you liked it, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to click on the like button, because in 2025, we need to do this together. So I'm going to be assembling my vision board for the year. This is my vision board. I'm going to be assembling it. I'll be showing you a picture of it when it's all ready and set up, and I can't wait. There's so many ways that you can put it up. I'll show you some pictures. You can put some pictures of what you dream, maybe your dream car. You can put your dream car on your vision board. It can be on a physical board or even on Canva or other applications online. You can make it as creative as possible, but make sure that you put it somewhere that you can see. Don't hide it behind your wardrobe or tuck it in your box. You need to see it every day. The Bible says that you write the vision down, make it plain and clear so that he who sees it can run with it. So you are going to be writing your vision board clearly. You're going to be looking at it. It could be every day, every other day, so that you know what you're working towards. And trust me, sometimes you have goals that you even achieve that are not on your vision board. There are lots of things that I achieved this year and they were not on my vision board. Like this lifestyle channel was not on my vision board. Attending a speaking course was on my vision board, but it was just something that I thought I might not achieve. But because it was on my vision board, I was able to pursue it. So 2025 is our year. Let us write these visions down. And if you have any suggestions about creative ways to go about this, please hit me up in the comment section as well. I wish you all the best. Let me know if you have any questions for me. See you later, guys. Bye.